Hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to this week's energy update for February 5th through to February 12th. My name is Rebecca, and welcome to this beautiful update where I tune into the energies of the upcoming week ahead and really dive into channeling any sort of messages from my guides that are important for us to know as we navigate the week. So without further ado, we got some really beautiful themes this week, and we have a beautiful new moon that's happening here coming up, I believe, on Friday, which we have to look forward to. And this week is really showing these beautiful things that are really in store for us in this upcoming season here, and especially being in Aquarius season right now, we're having a lot of freedom coming in as a theme. And so this week we're really needing to focus on that specifically. Where are we not free, and where do we need to release anything that is holding us back from truly stepping into our wholeness, into our greatness, and into our forward movement and our dreams? So let's dive in with these first channeled messages, which were so very beautiful. So our first theme is this beautiful theme of gratitude. So this week we need to really focus and give thanks for everything that we've already acquired. So this was the first theme that came through. So what channeled? Bow your head and pray. Give thanks for all of your blessings, for you are truly blessed. Have thankfulness and cheer. Fill your life with the abundance that you already possess. And as I'm speaking here, they're showing me like putting on these rose-colored glasses where we're literally seeing through eyes of gratitude, of fulfillment, of abundance. And this is something that's very key for us to intentionally do this week, because a lot of times life is not going to be perfect, and there's always going to be room for improvement. There's always going to be things that are challenging for us in our journey. So what I'm hearing this week is we have to intentionally seek out the good. We have to intentionally put on those rose-colored glasses and see through the lens of love, and making that a set intention to really bring about positivity, an abundance mindset. So what I keep feeling is my heart feels full. That's what they're making me feel energetically. So it's like filling your heart with every goodness. And even if your day has challenge, even if your day has things that come up that aren't ideal, seek out that goodness. Seek out one thing you can be grateful for and throw all of your energy and attention on that thing. And they're really showing how this next while, it's incredibly important we practice this, because once again, sometimes gratitude does not come naturally to us. A lot of times we're taught to seek out what needs fixing, what needs correcting, what's wrong with ourselves and with our lives. But this week they want us to start practicing this new mindset, this new way of seeing ourselves, our journey, and the way ahead. It's like, get excited for this next chapter and allow yourself the beauty of the journey. So how do we do that? Focusing on the present moment and focusing our attention on what good is already there. And they're showing me this energy then amplifies our abundance. It amplifies our manifestations. And this is very important this week, especially with this new moon coming through. So it's like, let's get ahead of the game. Let's start cultivating this abundance right now. So what came through next was the treasure is here. Okay, now what was so cool is they showed me a visual of a treasure chest and it opening up and this beautiful pearl glowing inside, like this massive pearl that was absolutely amazing to see. And when it comes to pearls and their spiritual significance, they tend to really signify wealth and this preciousness. We often hear that precious pearl, right? And that's what I'm kind of getting as they were showing me this visual. It was like, look, that was like the whole thing that was being zeroed in on, is there was abundance around it, like gold around it, but the pearl was like the showcase, the showstopper when this chest opened. And so what I kept getting with this is the preciousness, the value. And when we think of something precious, it's like we take care of it, we nurture it, we make sure it's cleaned and it's put in a special place where it's not going to get nicked or scratched. And we really appreciate it. When we wear, say a pearl necklace, it's like, it's so beautiful, it's so special, and we ensure that we're valuing that. So that's what I'm hearing as well. It's like, this is the perspective we have to have of our lives, of ourselves, and of our hearts, because they're really showing me the heart chakra right now. So it's like, see the beauty of your heart, see the preciousness of yourself and the value of yourself as we move forward in this next chapter of our journey, because this is something I feel a lot of us are waking up to. A lot of us are having this new awareness come in these coming weeks, where it's like we're seeing finally our worth. We're seeing how we are like this precious pearl that's worthy of being taken care of. And that includes our mindsets. So seeing what mindsets serve us and what does not. So be mindful this week, where are my mindsets more set on the negative in life, and where do I want to shift that? Where do I want to obviously honor my emotions, honor what's not working, or honor what's frustrating in my life? But how can I switch gears here to really cultivate a life that really nurtures me, that makes me feel appreciated and loved? And that starts with our own inner world, our own relationship with ourselves. So very important that we cultivate this abundance mindset this week, and to really see what needs celebrating, because I'm hearing a lot of us have closed out tough chapters. A lot of us have closed out a lot of toughness, and we need to honor that. So celebrate your life, celebrate yourself, celebrate the steady progress that you are making. Even if you're not where you really want to be yet, honor that journey and celebrate it, okay? So next, we have this beautiful theme of mediumship, which is super interesting. So I think for a lot of us, we're coming to this recognition as we advance on our soul path and our soul journey. This awareness comes as we raise our vibrations. And I'm seeing a lot of us, even on a collective, we are raising our vibrations. So as that vibration rises, the more spiritual advancements take place, the more we're going to be tuning into these higher frequencies of the universe. So what they're showing me is the thinning veil. So it's like being able to see through the veil, being able to connect through that veil and connect with higher beings of light. And what's really interesting is they really were specifically talking about spirit this week. So some of us might really have to be aware of that, and cultivating these gifts of mediumship. And what they want to say now is this awareness that everybody can do this. Everybody can connect with spirit. It's not a gift in that respect where only a select few, that a select chosen of us get to have that experience. All of us can be a medium. All of us have that inherent within us, that ability within us. We just have to realize we can. And it's removing those illusions that are blocking us from really leaning into that awareness. So what came through was mediumship and cultivating God's precious gift. Okay, this was so interesting. So realizing that, yes, this is a beautiful experience. And sometimes when we first dive into mediumship, it can seem intimidating, it can seem scary, it can seem ominous. And a lot of us can have those preconceived ideas and fears surrounding that gift, but it is a gift from God for us to be able to connect, for us to have that opportunity. And we have to start alleviating these stories and fears that are clouding our judgments and clouding us from seeing the truth of this gift. So this week, this was really coming up of releasing fears around spirit and theories of separation. Okay, this is so interesting. So think about this. And okay, we have this dominant theme of mediumship, but apply this to whatever you're fearful of this week. Okay, whatever it is that is perhaps intimidating in your spiritual journey or advancement. Okay, apply this. Releasing fears around that. Now, separation. What does fear do? It separates us in a lot of ways. So when we have these views, these judgments, these conditionings around mediumship as an example, that's what we're going to use as an example this week, that is separating us from this beautiful gift that God has given us. That is separating us from the love of the universe. And this is denying the fact that we are all connected, that we are all one. Spirit guides, angels, God, right? So where have we placed separation between us and the universe? And where are we feeding into that fear, feeding into that story that we are not connected, right? So what came through is we are all one, always connected to one another and to source. So this truth is really going to come in this week where we are removing this veil of conditioning. We are removing and working through the fears around spirit and working with spirit and connecting with spirit in the universe itself. So what came through is you are seeing truth. You are seeing clearly. It's time to be free from all the ties that bind you. You were born free. You just simply forgot. Now is the time to settle into this gift of freedom. So think about this week, where you are not free. Okay, this is really, really important for us to delve into. So whether it's, we're holding back in our expansion spiritually because of fear in some way, or whether we're holding ourselves back because we don't think we're good enough or it's not possible for us. Once again, where are you in denial of oneness? Where are you making yourself the exception to oneness? And where do you need to see the truth that you are always connected, that we are all one and part of this beautiful universe, and you are not an exception? Okay, so this is super important for us to come to this interconnectedness this week. And they're really showing me this beautiful journey that our souls are on. And we're coming back to the truth. And what's so beautiful is they're showing me the truth placed inside of us. The truth is there. It's just all the outward noise. It's just all the outward conditioning that we have had in our lifetimes that is clouded and made us feel that we need to find the truth outside of us. So I'm really hearing, if you go inside of you, if you commune with your soul, if you commune with your heart, that truth is going to be there. So whatever fears you have, address it. Address that this week. Have a conversation with your soul. Have a conversation with your heart and go, what is true for me? What do I really believe? What is resonating with me, right? Because once again, we're going to hear a lot of stories. We're going to have a lot of outward noise that we are fed all the time through society, through Hollywood, through all these different things. And so this week, we need to dig deeper and go, what is my truth? Okay? And I'm also hearing a word of caution. Do not feed into fear. Okay? So once more, if these things come up and trigger us, if we get old stories from the past, clear yourself and vacuum away that fear. So what came through is this technique that I believe it was Doreen Virtue brought out with one of her card decks with Archangel Michael. And it's really coming through here to tell you guys about. So if you get overcome by fear this week, use this technique, okay? This is a beautiful technique. So call upon Archangel Michael and Raphael to lift fear-based energies from you, your surroundings, the situation, and everyone involved. Okay, so this is the big thing. We want to give these angels permission. We want to ask and call them in to our awareness. And what you can actually do is visualize this vacuum cleaner over top of your head and visualize that vacuum pulling up and sucking up all those fear-based energies, and it's pulling it up from your aura. It's pulling it up and sucking it all away. Okay, visualize that. It really works. And a lot of times you can laugh because, oh, vacuum cleaner, but it works. So use your power of visualizing this week. Call on those angels to help you alleviate these fears, and then visualize that vacuum clearing away, removing any of these dense energies from your aura so you can come back to yourself and your truth. Because once again, fear unsettles us, it gets us ungrounded, it scatters our energies. So utilize that technique, and also use grounding techniques this week. If you are feeling scared, if you are feeling triggered, really allow yourself to move into a space of centered energy. So utilizing a grounding mat, utilizing outside, go for a walk, use grounding crystals, whatever works best for you. But I'm really hearing use these techniques this week if you are triggered or in a space of fear, because it's really going to help transmute those energies. And always remember to use your guides to do that as well. So next we move into our desires and dreams, which is so beautiful and really coincides with our theme of the new moon this week. So what is it that you desire? It's time to really dig into that. What is it that you truly want this life to be? Cut off all ties that restrict you from being the full expression of yourself. What was super interesting was it then showed me this visual of a hand coming over the throat chakra. And whenever they show me that, it's like suppression, right? So where are you not free to be you? Where is it time to be free? Okay, what are the fears and temperaments and regrets and things that are coming in that are coming forward to let go of? So once more, don't be surprised if we get illumination to where we are not free this week, okay? So we have a lot to celebrate. We're starting these new chapters, but this Aquarius season is going to really flip over anything that's been in disguise that we are not free from. So this is going to come through in our relationships. This is going to come through in our fears. This is going to come through our regrets that are tying us to the past. And these are things that we need to let go and heal. Okay, it's time to be free. What is suppressing you? What is holding you back? When you think of your dreams and desires, do you feel free to move forward in them? And if not, what is that that's holding you back from really pursuing it? So I'm really hearing to go into your dreams this week and notice anything that feels in resistance to those dreams, and really isolate that specific fear. Isolate that specific thing that is withholding you from your greatness. It's very important we identify those things so we can set intentions to clear them and work with those specific emotions so we can free ourselves. So be very mindful of that. What is it that I am still in resistance in? And how can I see my greatness and see that I am worthy of this forward movement? So what came through to help us with that was being at peace, okay? So once we've identified those things and we've worked through those things, now we need to cultivate an energy of peace, right? What can bring you peace? What needs to go that has been long expired? What hasn't been working? Take out the trash. And then they showed me this example of banging our heads against the wall, right? So what repetitive patterns have we had that we continue to perpetuate that just aren't working anymore? Where do we have to admit to ourselves, this path isn't working for me? This way of thinking isn't working for me? Where am I repeating cycles that I'm being called to break? Okay, how can I come back to peace in my life? Okay, so I thought this was so interesting. What needs to go that's been long expired? So they're just showing me something that's been really long and drawn out, that you know isn't good for you, that hasn't been working, that's only been frustrating and perpetuating that energy for you over and over and over. What do you have to admit the truth about and just go, okay, I've got to make a change. I've got to let this go. This is the time. Okay, what is it? Is it your past? Is it your job? Is it a relationship that's run its course? Where is it time to take out the trash? Where is it time to let go of toxicity and claim the life that should be yours? Okay, so what hasn't been working? Let go. Let the universe show you another way forward. One of safety, ease, and grace. You will know the way forward by these denominators. Okay, so this is so beautiful. So this is how we're going to tell if we are venturing on the right path, is by these differentiators. Are we feeling safe? Are we feeling ease? Are we feeling grace? Are we feeling like, yeah, this is what's calling me? Or are we feeling resistance? Are we feeling like this isn't the right thing, but we're pushing anyway, right? Where are we banging our head against the wall, right? So really be mindful of that this week. What feels good now? And to trust the path that does, right? And they're also bring this awareness, like sometimes we have to overcome fears to really go down that path that is good for us. So have awareness of that as well. But when we're on that path, it should feel different. It should feel safe. And if not, call in your guides to show you that and ask them, help me feel safe to venture forward. Help me to alleviate my fear so I can really choose myself. So they're bringing in these energies of self-commitment and really living with purpose. Okay? Because once again, when we are in our purpose, we don't question. Okay, that's something that just came in as well. When you're doing something that you love and is in complete harmony and alignment with you, you're going to feel it. And it's so funny because they're like, it's just the ego that makes us second guess. So if you're in the moment and you're like, yes, this is so great, I'm loving this, and you're in the present with it, you're having fun, you're filling your heart, you're feeling full within yourself, you're at peace, you're not worrying, wow, maybe that's where you're supposed to be, right? But if we're not, where are we letting the ego run away with us? Where are we still stuck in the shoulds and shouldn'ts of life? And where do we need to give ourselves permission to free ourselves from the conditioning we've received to pursue the path that is right for us? So trust the wisdom of your heart and feel all those emotions, okay? Because we're human. There's going to be fears. There's going to be things that are like, can I take this leap and really jump into my new life? Okay. But give those concerns to God. Give those concerns to the universe and let yourself just be where you are. Be where you need to be and focus on the good, right? Keep focusing on the good. So new theme here, new beginnings and awakenings to truth. Subjugate yourself to this new way of being. Do not become distracted. Self-discipline is needed. Study in the ways you wish to be. Unleash karma and your past, your stories. Leave them behind. It's time to start again. Who are you without what has defined you? It's time to find out. And they showed me removing this mask. So we really need to bear witness to these old stories this week. So once again, where are we not free? Where are we looping a cycle of our past? Where are we looping the cycle of negativity or this karmic loop that we've been in a cycle of? They're really saying it's important that we focus on this new way of life. We focus on who we are becoming now and focus on who we are inside, as opposed to attaching to identities and former stories of our past that we felt defined us, because they don't. Your past doesn't define you. You define you. Right where you are, you, in every single moment, we are choosing a new life, a new way of being, right? That is our choice. So are you still living in your past? Are you still attached to those former identities that are not you anymore? It's time to honor who you've become. So what I'm hearing is it's going to take discipline. It's going to take us to make these actions. So stopping ourselves if we're going back to the old story, stopping ourselves from repeating old patterns. It's time to let it go. We're starting again. We need to let and allow this new beginning to start. And further from that, choose that new beginning. Okay? Because we're seeing the truth. So what came through was we've stripped you down to your core. This may make you feel vulnerable, but you are safe. Okay, this is super interesting. So when they say we've stripped you down to your core, some of us might feel that way. We're like, wow, I've literally stripped away everything. Like perhaps you're really moving forward from your past. Perhaps you've let go of toxic relationships. Perhaps you got a totally new job. They're just showing me really drastic changes that have happened. And once again, take what resonates, because this is a general read. But for most of us, we're noticing this new energy. We're feeling this new start. And it's like, wow, I've had to strip away a lot to start this new chapter. And they're showing me that this was intentional. The universe the past while has been intentionally stripping down structures and ideologies and belief systems and really bringing them forward and exposing that darkness so we can let it go, so we can move forward into the light. And sometimes that's been hard and trying and uncomfortable because we've set that intention. We're going to live a love-based life. We're going to move forward in our healing. So when we do that, shadows have to be seen. We got to see and expose toxicities so we can let them go to really love ourselves, to really bring forward this movement of love on this planet. So we might feel like we've been stripped of all the things we used to be, the people we used to have in our lives. They're really showing me just a removal, right? So we might actually feel vulnerable because it's like, oh my God, I don't even know who I am now without all of these things. I don't know who I am without my past. I don't know who I am without my former job. I don't know, right? And we might feel vulnerable in that. We might feel like this new path is new. I don't know what to expect, and that can make us feel unsafe. But what's so beautiful is we're getting this reassurance. You are safe. You are safe. Okay? And what I kept seeing was these angels coming to our sides. It's like taking our hands, moving us forward. We're like, we got you. We're on both sides of you. We've got you covered. So it's time to live your life. Okay? This is what came through. It's time to live your life now. Free from pain. Free from illusions. Free from your past. It's time to be you. Okay? It's time to be you. How beautiful is this? Really give yourself this grace this week to explore, to honor the progress you've made, to see the blessings that are pouring into your life, because legitimately there's so much beauty that is now coming in. And get focused on those intentions. Get focused on what you're manifesting, and to really go into that heart. Okay? So what came through was practice non-judgment. Okay? Play. Be wondrous. Wander this new path. that is perfectly yours. So explore, be free, free yourself from fear, fear yourself from the doubt, and notice the signs. Okay, so I got a really strong message that we're going to be getting a lot of signs this week where the universe is going to be showing us this is the way forward. Yes, this is right. Keep moving along your path. And if you're not seeing that, ask your guides to show you the right way, right? So they're really showing us we're not alone, and to throw our burden onto the universe, onto God, to our guides to take for us. Show me the way forward. Say that. If you're so overwhelmed, you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am. This is all new to me. Throw that burden onto your guides. If you're overcome by fear, throw that to your guides. Take this burden for me. Show me the way of love. Show me how to create a life that is fully mine. Free me from the illusion of fear. Help me see the truth that everything in this life is love. Help me see that. Help me see that at the core of my being, I am love. And I can connect to that love. I can connect to that essence and move forward in peace, feeling safe. Ask the universe for what you need so you can ascend the mountain, so you can keep moving forward. And they're really showing like steady progress. You are making progress. You are moving and attaining your life purpose. You are manifesting your dreams. So don't give up. And so I'm really seeing this week, we're going to have a lot of good news come in as we do this. We're clearing, we're making room. So don't be surprised if sudden opportunities come your way, if sudden things start manifesting, and we see evidence of this week, okay? Because I'm really hearing the universe is going to send you these signs. So keep your eyes open, continue to have childlike wonder, and experience the best human life you can have. Create that for yourself, okay? Create that for yourself. And keep bringing about this balance, because that's really coming through as well as this new beginning takes shape, to maintain centered, to maintain our balance and forward movement. So I'm going to pull us a card for this week, and let's just see what we get. This is so interesting. Okay, so we have the hardship card. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. Okay, then we have a mistakes card. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. This is so beautiful. Okay, one more rainbow card. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold awaits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. I love this. So yes, this really follows up with, we might have some fears and regrets and past hardships coming to surface, but I'm really hearing this is what we're shedding. It's coming forward to shed so we can really step into this new time. So this rainbow card is so beautiful. You are a jewel, even if you do not see it. Right? So remember the beauty of yourself. Remember to maintain your integrity, and remind yourself every single day of this commitment that you have made to yourself, this commitment to the universe to live a love-based life, to be love in this world, and continue to apply that love to yourself. Continue to give yourself compassion this week as we start these new chapters and open up this new beautiful life, free from pain, free from the illusions of fear, and free of our pasts. It's time to be free, my friends. So if you need help in this, if you need support in this, please let me know. I am taking sessions. I've added some new offerings and services to my website as well. So if that calls, please connect. I would love to help you through navigating this new territory and helping you through whatever healing is necessary for you at this time. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this week's reading, and I'm wishing you all a beautiful week ahead. Much love.